Well, let's begin with ringing the bell 3 times. And we'll allow that sound and vibration to call us into this space, call us into our physical bodies and everything that we're experiencing, and call us to our practice in this moment. Begin with the path clearing and wish fulfilling prayer to Padmasambhava, followed by our refuge prayer. Dosum Sangye Guru Rinpoche Nundro Kunda Deva Chen Poja Bache kumsel dudru drakpotel solwa depsol jinji lap tu sol chinang sangwei bache jiwadang Sampalungji Drupal Jinji Lob. Precious Guide, one with all the Buddhas of the 3 times, blissful presence and source of all spiritual accomplishments, fierce destroyer of illusion who dispels every obstruction, we pray to you for blessing, inspiration, and realization. Please remove all outer, inner, and secret obstacles and spontaneously fulfill our aspirations. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened. Through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom, for the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened. Through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom, for the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened. Through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom, for the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. So as we settle down into our practice this morning, kind of shake it out, loosen up the physical form. We're going to want to let go of all the physical and mental tension and just be with whatever we're experiencing in this moment. So we'll start with a bit of chanting this morning, and we'll use the last line of the Heart Sutra, which is Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhi Swaha, as our entry point. And it means going beyond, thoroughly beyond, beyond the beyondest beyond, enlightenment, yes. Gate Gate Paragate Parasangate Bodhi Swaha. Gate Gate Paragate Parasongate Bodhi Swaha 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 Gate Gate Paragate Parasongate Bodhi Swaha. Just relax, take a load off, and breathe. Breathing fully into the lower lungs, watching your belly move out as you breathe in. Focusing on the sensation of your in-breath. And relaxing and releasing on the out-breath. Inhaling awareness, exhaling peace. Letting go of that task list. Letting go of striving. Letting go of achievement. Just letting go. Letting be. Focusing more on being rather than doing. Let the wisdom arise from your stillness. Sitting with natural body upright, not too tight, not too loose, not straining. Relax everything. Relax from the top of your head to your face and neck, your mouth, your tongue, neck, shoulders, back, low back, legs, feet, everything, arms, hands. Relax, release. Natural breath and energy. Taking full, deep breaths to your lower lungs, like a baby's breath. Sitting with an open, natural heart-mind. A willingness to see things as they are. Inviting the experience. Releasing the outcome. And remember, as we sit, nothing else to do but this. Sitting in stillness, watching wisdom arise. So just sit and breathe and be rather than do. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 By the blessings of the Triple Gem, may the minds and hearts of all beings be attuned to the sublime Dharma. Bless us to move forward on the path of true understanding. May the way be cleared of all impediments. Bless us that the elusive vision may appear in the light of the transcendent wisdom of Buddha. May unskillful thoughts and actions cease to arise. Bless us with the awakening of true love and compassion. May all beings realize perfect enlightenment. So when we're sitting in stillness, what do you suppose is happening? What happens for you? It's okay, share anything.
Heart rate went down.
Your heart rate went down. Fall asleep? Anybody fall asleep? Persistent thoughts keep coming up. What do you do with those? Push them aside, flush them.
Theoretically.
Do what?
Theoretically.
Theoretically. Not really.
No.
Not really.
I noticed that when I try to focus on having the thoughts, that they persist to become stronger. And I've struggled with that in my practice for a long time. I can have a very active mind. And I don't know who talked about it, but what was the most helpful thing was somebody describing one of the Dhamma talks that the brain, and correct me if I'm wrong, in Buddhism is more looked at as, well, as an organ, and the over-identification with the brain as I, and I notice that that's what I do, that I go like, gosh, what's wrong, and what with the awareness, the mindfulness practice, actually this morning when I was sitting here, I was thinking, okay, my brain it's not slowing down, it's not, it's trying to just focus into the open space of the third eye space, and, sometimes I see, that purple usually, but, and I saw some of that, but my brain kept pulling me back. So I thought, well, why don't you just let it run like a track, like music or a soundtrack, the same way that you hear the air conditioning or the cars outside. And when I was able to do that, then I just realized, oh my gosh, it's really just the way my heart beats. It's just an organ that does what it does. It just excretes thoughts.
That to me is the similarity, is the heartbeat. Like, we can slow our heartbeat, we can do things, we can take breaths, and we can calm ourselves, and our heart rate lowers. It won't stop though, right?
Right.
Hopefully not. But our thoughts do the same thing. Our brains do the same thing. They're meant to think. Our brains are meant to think. So it's not about stopping or flushing those thoughts or trying to shoo them away. It's noticing them. It's noticing, being aware of our patterns. There's a pattern to much of our existence. I react or think about specific things when I smell things. I'm in a specific kind of space, and I may think about something in a repetitive pattern. And in this practice of stillness, of just sitting and watching, we can interrupt those patterns with awareness. Awareness that the pattern is happening. Doesn't mean stop it. Doesn't mean do anything with it other than be aware of it. Just disrupting it with awareness changes it. Right? Let's think about if we're not aware of that repetitive pattern, what is it going to do? It's going to keep going. It's like a snowball. It picks up speed. It picks up other things. Picks up other patterns. This pattern leads to this pattern, leads to this pattern. And I become depressed, or if I become anxious, or I become something. Whatever the end of that pattern is, or place on the track. So in this practice, it's really just about noticing. Noticing our reaction when we notice it. Oh, I'm thinking that thought. Thinking that unskillful thought. I'm scolding myself for I can't make my mind stop. I can't stop thinking that thought. We get in that scolding mode, which is an unskillful measure. So instead we can change it. We can be aware that we're thinking the thought. We're being aware that we're judging ourselves. And then we can take wise action. Be patient with ourselves. Show some compassion towards ourselves for being human and having brains and having hearts and all of these things that are happening. This vessel is experiencing this life, right? So let it. You watch it. I said earlier, the wisdom arises from the silence, from the stillness. Wisdom isn't nothingness. It's everythingness. Understanding that we have a heartbeat, understanding that we have thoughts, understanding that we have skin that gets cold and warm and itches. Understanding it, being patient with it. When I say being rather than doing, focus on being rather than doing, does that make sense? Does that mean not to have ambition, not to have plans, not to have intention? No. You can still do all of those things. But I would suggest doing them with wisdom, with awareness, with awakeningness, with compassion, with patience.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So do you think that since, I still get trapped in evaluating a quote-unquote good meditation as my brain finally leaving me alone, that if I can just acknowledge it from that place of equanimity, that it actually will become less active? Or do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I can be in that beingness more? Or is part of the beingness to be with my mind, which I find sometimes intolerable?
I think in the practice, there's a pleasant feeling when the mind sort of settles and leaves us alone. And we can feel that sort of pleasant, settled rest, relax, because it's not persisting. And I believe the practice is finding that abiding, that calm abiding with whatever's going on. So not just when the mind is settled and not so active.
I think that's where I've been going wrong. Yeah.
But when, and not wrong,
Yeah.
but like, when the brain is doing the thing, that we can still find that calm abiding Buddha nature underneath, and know that it's always there. We get distracted watching it up here, watching the mind ping and think, what do I need to do about that, and how do I stop that, and how do I fix that, and that we get stuck up here, when that abiding is always there. That Buddha nature is always there. So if you can sort of learn to settle into that, this sort of follows. Yeah. It is a trap though, and that ego, as soon as you apply stillness and rest and think, I've got this, the ego goes, nope, hey, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. I'm going to annoy the hell out of you until you pay attention to me and get all stuck in the chaos again. That's what the ego likes to do. Not that ego's bad, because it serves a purpose. We don't want to eradicate any of the things that exist within this experience. They can be useful. When the tiger bounds out of the jungle, run! That's ego's job. Hey, preserve, run! Yeah, so we don't want to eradicate that. We just want to see it for what it is. And when it persists, when we try to calm, we see it for what it is. That's my ego. It's popping up. It's afraid that I'm gonna get rid of it. That's okay. Yeah. What other questions? Thoughts? Does that seem hard or easy? It's true. And where your headspace is. Be very simple, but difficult. And we know that. That's wisdom. We know that some days it can be just difficult. And we can sit with the sensation of this is difficult and not be so reactive to it and not fall into a pattern because it feels difficult, of the pattern of frustration and the pattern of judgment and the pattern. See where I'm going?
Sometimes it seems helpful to me when I can have awareness of effort around that and then let go first of that effort. Then kind of the calm, compassionate love. And sometimes effort shows up in shame. So for me, and so I have to let go of that effort. And there's like a letting be of that it's a beginning, perhaps, sometimes.
And shame is a big one. Like that action of how the hell do I hide this?
Yeah.
Before anybody sees it. How do I tuck it away? Sweep it under the rug.
Well, I'm not good enough for it.
Somebody finds out I'm flawed. Yeah. Stillness in this practice is super important. And it's kind of like the treadmill. You get on the treadmill, at least I get on the treadmill, and I just think, just going to try to do 10 minutes. And then when 10 minutes arrives, okay, maybe 15, and okay, maybe 20, maybe. But knowing that I'm pushing it just a little bit further than I thought maybe I could do. So when we're sitting and we think, oh, how long has it been? Is it 10 minutes? Is it 15 minutes? It seems like it's been an hour. What am I going to do to get out of this? It seems like it's been 1 billion years. When is he going to make a noise? But you can just think of it as just a little push. You can return in that moment of sort of agitation and I'm ready to move, and you can maybe just reconnect for that single moment with that stillness. That's the exercise. Even though the body wants to wake up and we want to move around a little bit, you can do that, but then reconnect again and again and again and again, teaching ourselves to check back in with what it feels like to be still and aware that we're reacting. Our bodies are reacting, our minds are reacting, and wanting to get up and move. Yeah. And why are we doing that? Discomfort. And what is discomfort? Suffering. Yeah. Discomfort exists. There's a cause for that discomfort, which is what? Craving. Craving change, craving not change, craving bliss over discomfort. there's a cure or a remedy for that discomfort, and that discomfort or that remedy is found in the practice of stillness. Exploring your stillness. Easy but hard. What other questions? Does that seem practical? Can you use that?
I'm just wondering if there comes a point where you don't say anybody as a human that does not need to sit and pray, meditate and practice and can do it all the time. I've heard sometimes people talk about that. You know, you can meditate all the time. Meditation is everything you do, and I get that, you know, the mindfulness practice. But would you say as a teacher you always want to practice like even some of the big teachers out there?
Yeah.
You know, they still need to have that time on the cushion, or can it really become, is the goal, what's the goal of meditation besides, you know, what you just described? Is there a time and place or possibility to be in that kind of meditative state, but living?
I think what we do here is often sort of the intensive of let's not move, let's not, we'll just try to just let everything settle in this sort of contained space. Teaching ourselves that we can do that off the cushion, which is the goal. We want to be able to do that in the car, in our relationships, and at work, and in everything that we do. But I still believe, from my own practice, that I still need the intensive part. I need to actually commit to a sit, like where I'm not gonna read anything, I'm not gonna pray for anything, I'm not gonna noodle on what's bugging me or how I can be better. Just sit. Just let everything go. Let all that stuff, that task list, just be pushed away where I just can relax and release. And just see, it just makes me see the rest of it so much more clearly. So I do believe that there's both sides, that we definitely want to train ourselves to take it off the cushion and it not just be in this sanctuary, but that we can integrate it everywhere. But I think it's because we do the intensive in our sanctuary, and it can be at home in your committed space, in a committed time, and ringing a bell or lighting an incense or whatever you do to mark the beginning, the middle, and the end of that practice. Does that answer? Yeah. It's good. So there's really delicious lemon cookies. I tasted one. And coffee, and good people that are following the same journey you are. So if you want to hang out, that's a good thing. It's a good practice as well. So let's end with our bodhicitta dedication, remembering that this is about an open heart mind that we wish for all beings. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. body, speech, and mind directed toward the awakening of ourselves and all other beings everywhere.